Okay, hello again. This is John at the WD doing firewood things, and my sister, thankfully, on the camera. Okay, this tool particular has been extremely helpful. I just call it a splitting table. Um, Essentially, it's attached to the splitter. Yeah, come forward. In one spot, there's a 1/4 inch bolt right there. One of those hardened bolts. I popped a hole in this little goodie right here, and anyway, so that 2x4 is attached there. There's a leg on this side. Okay, kind of a long leg on this side, and on the far end there's two legs. And when the table is outside of the bend, I used the longer legs, and it creates this little downhill angle. Okay, when we put the table on an empty bend, we'll put the table inside, and then I'll put the short legs on. That way it maintains that downhill angle after you split, and you stack it all up on there. Okay, you don't have to pick it up off the ground. And if you have somebody helping you, they'll stack it. Or if you're working by yourself, you just load it all up, like up to here, quite a bit of weight. And then you can shut the splitter down and stack it in. So anyway, this one, little side runners on the side. And don't use this OSB here. This stuff does not hold up. Better off with solid wood. I just had that OSB, I threw it on there. Anyway, little containment for the pieces. We'll make them kind of small. My folks are elderly. It helps them with the smaller pieces somewhat, but you got to have a few big ones here and there. Okay, a couple more specifics about the table. Okay, it's roughly 7 feet long, about 28 across. This area is pretty important. You make a cutout to fit your splitter, and then this little shelf here actually is very important, and the support is underneath there. You can put a lot of weight right here on a kind of a big piece. So this area, kind of important to have this nice little shelf to work with, and then from that point things just go that way. Sometimes if they're big, you've got to take a piece and move it out of the way, get this one small, bring this one back and in, and then small, and then that way. Yeah, the current situation is the table's outside of the bin, and it does have a little bit of downhill angle with these longer legs. So when it's an empty bin and you want to get it close so you can just pick it up and stack it, I'll swap these out with these bolts here and put the shorter legs in, and then you just manipulate the splitter in the right position, so forth, and then you can maintain that downhill angle, which does help quite a bit actually to get the wood in the right spot for stacking. We'll split some, get this thing loaded up just to kind of demonstrate a little bit, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It just really helps a lot to get this wood put away. Okay, so, yep. Shut the splitter off. A nice load of wood to stack. And let that thing cool down a little bit. And stick them in. It's right here. It's not on the ground. Yeah, it goes pretty fast.